Greetings YouTube Landy, and today we're going to be trying something a little different with how to do reviews, because I need to. Let's just say it the other way with a bit clunky. Hard to do. Also trying to match audio with visuals is a lot harder than I thought. Anyway, well, now that that's out of the way, we have got the actual thing that I'm supposed to be reviewing and have been reviewed 3 weeks ago, I want to say, but then I was sick, and then I was, this, that, the other, procrastination, yeah, what, Ultra Magnus. I love this guy. He looks absolutely amazing, like, all the way around. It looks very Matumty, if I do say so myself. I mean, like, from the dual missile shoulder pauldrons of murder death to his lovely face sculpt with the shades of justice on. Looks like a police officer, kinda. Well, given that he's all rules in the Matumty comics, yeah, Police Officer Magnus, the enforcer of the Tyrest Accord. And am I the only one who thinks Tyrest kind of sounds like tyrant? Also, I do like how if you take his weapons and just smash them together and put the missile pod there, put the other missile pod here, it becomes the Magnus hammer. I only like it because it's a hammer. I don't like it because it's from animated, because fuck animated! I'm sure I just pissed off a lot of you down in the comments below, but I don't care because I hate that show. Anyway, aside from hating Transformers animated, I mean, come on, they're all animated. What does it matter? Calling it animated. Ugh. I digress. You open his hand, and because there's a nice little slot right there, you take his hammer and stick it in there, close his hand, and now it's hammer time. This guy is just awesome. Waited just shy of a week to get this beautiful thing, and I love it. I love it to death. Now, one thing you might be wondering is, because this guy has had some QC issues in the past, whereas sometimes he's come packaged with only one of these things, and Hasbro just went, whoops. Or how in vehicle mode, which we'll get to in a sec, don't worry, the cab wouldn't sit correctly and it would be just kind of a garbled mishmash. Thankfully, he didn't suffer from either of those. But he did suffer from one QC issue. Ooh, did he? Which ended up leading me to fixing him right out of the box, the unboxing video previous. Which if you look back here and you see that gigantic scary stress mark, well, that was because while I was trying to transform his leg, there was too much plastic in here, so I had to shave it off with a knife, and it would not, for love nor money, be able to reach the tab, and I was just like feeling give, it's gonna break, so yeah, then I took a look at it and went, well, there's your problem. Too much plastic. Anyway, let's get on with some of those amazing size comparisons like Prime, Megs, and of course what the new piece of trash Michael Bay movie dubbed as Hot Rod. I can't do it. I refuse to see that movie. So, let's hit the time lapse and give him that good old transformation that you all probably skip anyway. Gee, now wasn't that fun and more superior to the elevator music montage I used to edit in there that was actually a pain in the ass and time consumption? So, yeah, I never thought I'd actually say this about a freaking car carrier, but this is one badass car carrier. I mean, what car carrier has freaking missiles? Boom, boom, poo, pow. Also, there's storage for the weapons. You take that peg right there and put it into that port right here. Along with that peg right here and put it into that port right there. And, car carrier of murder, death, justice. And, yeah. I really do like how this guy turned out. It is just beautiful. From the creamy white paint to that crimson blood red. And that's, what do I want to call it, like ocean blue or something? I don't know, but I love it. And before I forget to mention this, it actually does function. You take his shins, you pry him open, and then you could stick a deluxe class Combiner Wars, Titans Return, whatever have you, right in his bum and then slap it shut and away you go. Unlike his masterpiece counterpart, however, which this, mind you, is a fraction of the cost, he can only carry up to 2 of those guys. But if you have a few scout or legends as they're called now, legions, whatever, you could stick about 4 of them on there, unless you don't. But whatever. And, yeah. Now, the Masterpiece guy, mind you, that since this is a fraction of the cost of the Masterpiece Magnus, I recommend him. I highly do, if you have a budget like me. This guy is amazing, and this is my first Ultra Magnus, so impressions? I'd say the standards have gotten pretty high for what an Ultra Magnus should be able to achieve, and then some. But enough about Magnus for now. Let's get to his little mini buddy, Minimus Ambus. So yeah, he's a little dude with a little moustache, and his articulation is really just knee joint, ball joints, then ball joints. Nothing at the head, nothing at the elbows. That's all you get. But I do like how he looks. He could use a little more paint, I guess, but that's more so in the vehicle mode. I mean, look at this guy. He needs some panel lining on you. So vehicle mode is so simple that I'm not even going to bother with the time lapse. You just pop his whole back and shoulders up. What am I doing, man? Clip them onto his sides and do the flip-de-doo with his legs, and there you go. He's a little, I guess, miniature Cybertronian muscle car. He's not even the size of a bloody Minicon. Thankfully, he's bigger than a Headmaster, so yeah. He's still pretty good, and how he sits in his chest all mechtacular. It's really good. It's like, Neon Magnus Transformgelion, which actually was a thing that happened, believe it or not. That's a one-shot. But, whatever. And here we are back at the desk with a few more of those juicy side comparisons. Such as Prime, Megs, look at my hot rod! So in other words, yeah, I love how these guys just look, feel, and they're incredible. But let's put the toys down and talk some updates and such. Yeah, so, seeing as I'm probably going to be doing it in this style, more like few atoms and less like, I guess, Jabby the Hong? Yeah. I'm going to be able to probably edit and throw these videos out there to you a lot quicker than I was. I mean, come on, 3 weeks without like a review. What am I? Failures, man. But that being said, yeah, we've got 28 days till LCAC, That's coming soon, where you'll get to be able to meet people like me, the layman, up close and personal. Let's Finding Love is still a thing that's going on. I know it hasn't been like uploaded as much, but that's because, well, if you look at the summary, link to that in the description below, you'll see why. Also, Danny is doing Honey Pop, so yeah, go check that out too. It's actually really funny. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the time I have for now. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Follow me. No, I don't have anything else for you to follow me on. Check out my friends, blazeeblake, Sakura, Harona Girl, and the Layman down in the description below. And remember that normal is based on your own perspective. Take it away, Steve! Please leave a like, a comment, and become my boss to subscribe today. That would be really appreciated.